Most people live their lives believing a powerful, yet fundamentally flawed idea. It's a myth whispered from generation to generation, reinforced by our daily experiences, and shouted from the rooftops of conventional financial advice. This myth is the belief that you need money to make money. It suggests that wealth is an exclusive club, with high barriers to entry, reserved only for those who are already fortunate enough to have a substantial starting capital. This single idea keeps millions of hardworking individuals trapped in a cycle of earning and spending, forever feeling like they are on the outside looking in, dreaming of a future that feels perpetually out of reach. They see the success of others and assume it was born from a lucky inheritance or a windfall they could never hope to receive. But what if I told you that this entire concept is a lie? What if the very foundation of this belief is built on a misunderstanding of how wealth is actually created? The truth is, wealth is not a matter of having money. It's a matter of having a formula. It is a repeatable, learnable system, a series of steps that, when followed correctly, can amplify even the smallest amounts of money into life-changing fortunes. The rich don't just have more money, they have a different process for managing and growing it. They understand that the real currency isn't the dollar in their pocket, but the ideas in their head and the actions they are willing to take. This understanding is the key that unlocks the door to financial multiplication. Today, I am going to pull back the curtain and expose this system. I'm going to give you the exact wealth formula the world's most successful people use to multiply their money. The one they don't typically post on social media or discuss in casual conversations. It's not about secret handshakes or exclusive investment opportunities. It's about a clear, logical framework that anyone, regardless of their starting point, can implement. This isn't about get-rich-quick schemes or risky gambles. It's about a strategic approach that turns your financial life from a game of chance into a game of skill, where you control the rules and, ultimately, the outcome. Forget everything you thought you knew about building wealth. The notion that you are stuck because you don't have a large sum of money to invest is the most disempowering financial myth of our time. It's a convenient excuse that keeps you from taking the first step. The reality is that the most powerful wealth-generating assets you possess are your creativity, your drive, and your willingness to learn a new way of thinking. The journey to multiplying your money doesn't begin with a fat bank account. It begins with the decision to adopt a proven formula and the commitment to see it through, step by methodical step. This journey starts now, and it starts with a simple but profound shift in perspective. From our very first job, we are taught a simple financial script. Go to school, get a good job, work hard, pay your bills, save what's left over. This advice is well-intentioned, and for generations, it was the prescribed path to a stable, comfortable life. We are told to put in the hours, climb the corporate ladder, diligently tuck away a portion of our paycheck into a savings account, hoping that one day it will grow into a nest egg substantial enough for retirement. People follow this script religiously, sacrificing their time and energy for decades. They trade their most valuable asset, their time, for a steady income, believing that their dedication and discipline in saving will eventually lead them to financial security. The problem, however, is that this script is outdated. In today's economic environment, simply working hard and saving money is a guaranteed path to falling behind. It's a trap. While the wealthy are actively multiplying their money, the majority of people are stuck in a cycle of generating income and then merely protecting it from inflation. A savings account, while safe, offers returns so low that your purchasing power slowly erodes over time. You work tirelessly for 40 years, only to find that the money you so carefully saved buys you far less than you had imagined. You've spent your entire life playing defense with your finances, while the wealthy have been playing offense. The average person views money as something to be earned and then guarded. They see their job as the sole engine of their financial life. The wealthy, on the other hand, see their job or business as just the starting point, the initial source of fuel. Their primary focus isn't on how much they can save, but on how quickly they can deploy that saved capital into assets that work for them. They understand that true wealth isn't built by trading time for money. It's built by making your money work harder than you do. They are not just earners. They are not just savers. They are investors. They are multipliers. This is why you see people who earn six-figure salaries but still live paycheck to paycheck, while others with more modest incomes build significant wealth over time. It's not about the size of your income, it's about what you do with it. The working hard and saving trap creates an illusion of progress. You are simply accumulating tokens in a game where the rules are designed to devalue those tokens over time. To escape this trap, you must shift your focus from simply earning and saving to actively generating, multiplying, and compounding your money through a strategic and repeatable system. So, if working hard and saving isn't the answer, what is? The secret lies in understanding and implementing what I call the wealth formula. This isn't a complicated algorithm or a piece of abstract financial theory. It is a practical, three-part system that forms the backbone of nearly every modern fortune. It's a cycle that, once set in motion, builds upon itself with increasing momentum. The three core pillars of this formula are generate, multiply, compound. Most people only ever master the first part of this equation, generating income, and that is precisely why they remain stuck, never achieving the financial escape velocity needed for true wealth. The first pillar, generate, is about creating cash flow. This is the active or semi-active income you earn. For most, this is their 9-to-5 job. But for those on the path to wealth, it often involves creating additional streams of income, a side hustle, a small business, a freelance service. The goal here is to create a surplus, a pool of capital that can be used for the next stage. This is the fuel for your wealth engine. Without consistent cash flow, the formula cannot begin. However, and this is the crucial point, this is not the end goal. It is merely the starting line. The second pillar, multiply, is where the magic truly begins. This is the process of taking the surplus cash generated in the first step and reinvesting it into scalable assets or systems. This is the part of the formula where you transition from being a worker to an owner and investor. This could mean investing in assets like stocks, real estate, building your own business. The key is to move your money from a passive state, like a savings account, into an active one where it can grow and produce more money. Most people fail because they take their surplus and spend it on liabilities like cars, vacations. Finally, we have the third pillar, compound. This is the force multiplier that takes your efforts and accelerates them exponentially. Compounding happens when you let your investments and assets grow and then reinvest the profits to generate even more profits. The wealthy are masters of this pillar. They have the discipline to let their assets compound for years, even decades. This complete cycle, generate, multiply, and compound, is the repeatable system that builds lasting wealth. Understanding this formula is one thing, but my promise to you today is much bigger than just sharing a concept. My goal is to give you a clear, actionable roadmap that you can begin to follow immediately, regardless of your current financial situation. This isn't about vague advice. This is about a concrete, step-by-step process that will show you exactly how to turn a small amount of money, $100, $1,000, $10,000, into real, tangible wealth. I am going to break down each pillar of the wealth formula into practical actions you can take, demystifying the world of investing and business creation. By the end of our time together, you will have a complete blueprint. You will understand how to build your first cash engine to generate the initial capital you need, even if you're starting from scratch. We will explore specific, low-cost business models that are perfect for beginners. Then, I will guide you on how to take the profits from that engine and channel them into assets that multiply your money for you. We'll cover different types of assets, digital properties, the stock market, and I'll show you how to get started in each one without needing a fortune. You will see exactly how your money can start working for you, 24/7, even while you sleep. Imagine a future where you are no longer dependent on a single paycheck. Picture yourself as the owner of a system that generates income for you, month after month, with less and less of your direct involvement. This isn't a fantasy reserved for the lucky few. It is the logical outcome of applying a proven formula with consistency and discipline. The transformation I am promising is not just a larger bank account. It's a fundamental shift in your relationship with money and time. It's about gaining control, creating options, building a life of freedom on your own terms. This path doesn't require a lottery ticket, a lucky break, or a high-risk gamble. This journey will empower you to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. It will equip you with the skills and the mindset to build not just one, but multiple streams of income that can secure your financial future for good. The process is simple, but it is not easy. It requires focus, action, a commitment to learning. But the reward is nothing short of life-changing. You are about to receive the keys to a kingdom that you may have thought was forever locked. So, Get ready to leave the old rules behind and embrace the formula that will unlock your potential to multiply money and build the life you've always dreamed of.